everywhere. People buying them like crazy. I can see every day 3 to 5 in the streets of London. But I don't think everybody's realizing how much in danger these people are right now. The original idea behind this video was to verify if you can use the most common electric kick-scooter, for example such as the Xiaomi M365, for daily commute, and if you can actually be able to withstand 1,000 miles within a couple of weeks. Due to my naivety and unforeseen circumstances, I have to publish this video reaching barely a point of a single 1,000 kilometers, which might not sound like a little amount, but to be honest, if the kick-scooter is supposed to pay itself off, you need to be able to use it at least for 12,000 kilometers. Having electric kick-scooters has many benefits. From my personal experience, I can tell you it is much safer than the regular bicycle. For example, if you are in the case of immediate danger crashing with a car or tree or pedestrian, you can literally jump off from the scooter and save yourself from tremendous injuries. If you crash with a bicycle, wherever the bicycle goes, most of the time you go with it. If you are using a bicycle for daily commute to work, you will get sweaty. Now there is absolutely nothing wrong with that. The point is, how many people have the opportunity to take a shower right after they arrive to work? With the electric kick-scooter, you don't have this problem. And also, what about people with physical conditions, like people with knee injuries or maybe heart problems? They can't use the regular bicycle. But with electric kick-scooter, they can commute freely and independently on the public transports. Also, the great benefit for the scooters is the limited maximum speed of 25 kilometers. I know there are scooters who can go much faster, but across most of the countries in Europe, 25 kilometers is the maximum allowed limit. Now this is perfect for commute. At the beginning I thought if I had a faster scooter I would get to work faster and also back home, so I would save some time. But I can tell you 25 kilometers per hour is plenty. Most of the time if you are faster than that, you will be waiting simply on the red lights. So no wonder people are buying them and using them here in UK despite the fact that they are actually still illegal. And to be honest, so far police has been tolerating them pretty fairly. So why not to use them then, right? Well, that's what I thought at the beginning, but I was wrong. I was gravely wrong. There is a massive danger for every user of electric kick-scooters. But before I tell you, I think it's better to show you. Did you see that? The pedestrian wasn't paying attention at all. She was looking down to ground, she was wearing headphones listening to the music. If I was on a bicycle, I can tell you right now, I would crash. Either with the pedestrian or with the car next to her. But thanks to using the kick-scooter, I was able to jump off and literally divert the kinetic energy of my body and the scooter different direction. But what if I wasn't able to do that? What if I actually crashed with this pedestrian? Well, let's say there would be some serious injuries and she could sue me. Do you think there is any chance I could win that court trial? I can tell you right now, there is none. Yes, she was bearing a certain part of responsibility because she wasn't paying attention at all. But the way how the UK law is built means that the driver is pretty much always responsible. I was driving in the area that I know because I work in the area. There was plenty of pedestrians around, so I should lower my speed and predict such circumstances. I measured the speed that I had, and if my numbers were correct, my speed was supposed to be 21.6 kilometers. Do you think it was slow enough or maybe too fast? But the major issue is, no matter how big part of the guilt the pedestrian is bearing, I was there in that moment on illegal vehicle. So if this would go to the court, nothing would save me. Why? Because I was there again on illegal vehicle, and I shouldn't be. And this is the massive danger that is here for every user of electric kick scooters. And if you think this is just a rare case, that this might not happen to you, or that people don't really care, well, let's see what happened 10 minutes down the road.
You're breaking the law, my friend.
What?
They're illegal. You cannot use them under power.
Okay.
You need to kick it.
Okay.
Yeah?
Thank you.
You use it under power in the cycle lane, £50 fine.
Okay.
Use it on the pavement, £50 fine. Use it on the road, £300 fine. 6 points on your driving licence and we seize it.
Okay.
Don't use it.
Thank
Good man.
you.
Thank you. Have a good evening.
You too.
So there you have it. You think that driving the kick scooter here in UK is fun? Well, to a certain point is. But there is a very thin line when this innocent fun can turn into serious problem and can ruin the rest of your life. So why do I actually think about using kick scooters or the Xiaomi M365 in general? Well, electric kick scooters are great, as I said at the beginning of the video. When it comes to the Xiaomi M365, I would not recommend it in long term. I mean, so far it's been great. I was using it pretty much in every type of weather and situation and any type of traffic. But I have two major issues with it. The first is the build. The bar with the handles, it just gets wobbly every week. I have to tighten up all the screws, and the main joint that will allow you to fold the scooter is just getting loosened and loosened, and I can't do anything about that. My girlfriend's scooter was in such a bad shape after 2 months of using, and she used it for barely 500 kilometers, that we had to return it to the shop and get it fixed by professionals, because there was a high chance that the handle with the bar might easily end up in her hands, detached from the scooter during the ride. The second problem are the brakes. They are just not sufficient enough to use this scooter for daily commute within the streets. Probably the scooter wasn't designed that way, so I'm not saying it's necessarily a fault, but if you buy the scooter, this is exactly the reason why you want to use it, for daily commute in the streets. And as you could see from the video, my speed was 21.6 kilometers and I almost crashed into the pedestrian. So on those 4.5 meters, which is the length of the taxi, it just wasn't enough. And again, on my girlfriend's kick scooter, which is the same type, the brakes one day totally failed. We were riding down the slope, she was trying to brake and she couldn't. Even though the scooter was on, we didn't know what's wrong, so we restarted the scooter and it took 3 to 4 attempts to speed up and brake before the brakes got back into the original state. We don't know what happened, we don't know why it's failed, but these brakes are electronic, so maybe there was a problem with that. We still need to take it to the service and find out what happened. So despite the scooter being sufficient for those 1000 kilometers pretty much in any weather conditions, I'm not 100% sure it's the best scooter to be used on daily commute. There are many other scooters that are slightly more expensive but having a better build. So once they are legal here in UK, I would definitely say go for it, buy them, use them. It's one of the greatest things of the 21st century right now to use for a commute. But if you have the scooter right now, doesn't matter what type of scooter it is, be extremely cautious while using it. And maybe just don't use it just yet. Because the danger that's there, it's real. And if you don't believe me, I'm gonna show you what I recorded pretty much every day, the behavior of pedestrians and cyclists, and it's just not worth it.
Hey mate, watch out, man. Hey, watch out, come on.
So as you could see, every day someone, a pedestrian, stepped into someone else's way, whether it was a bicycle or car or electric kick scooter in our cases. And because you're driving illegal vehicle, doesn't matter how much the pedestrian would be responsible for the accident. You weren't supposed to be there, and the lawyer that this pedestrian will have just going to destroy the whole case because you were there on illegal vehicle. Now I want you to consider for yourself, is using electric kick scooter worth it of those troubles that you can have? Recently there was an article, a cyclist spent 4 years at the court, and at the end he will probably have to pay up to £100,000 for all the court fees and lawyers and the money he has to pay to the victim of the crash, who was actually a pedestrian, on the phone, not paying attention, stepping into the road, stepping into the path of the cyclist. The cyclist has lost the case. Now imagine, do you think you can win such a case when you are there on illegal vehicle? I don't think so, and that scares me. It scares me so much that I swapped from the electric kick scooter to the regular bicycle. Because with the bicycle, if you do your best, if you drive slowly, if you're being careful and you're trying to predict every situation, and I'm using my GoPro on my helmet, I have a solid chance to win a case. If such a situation should happen, I have a chance. With the electric kick scooter, there is zero chance. I hope this video will be useful to you, and the experience that I obtained within last several weeks will help you to make the right decision. Thank you for watching.